In studio, I have two gentlemen and one lady. They are behind a project called Drug-Free Youth Music Project.
Yes.
Good evening. Oh, no, it's good evening. It's after 5. Good evening. How are you, gentlemen and lady?
Cool. Good.
Nice to see you.
Yeah. Quickly introduce us to the Drug-Free Youth Music Project. How did that come about? Yeah?
It came about because in 3-4 years ago, it came down. I see so many talented musicians, be well known or not known, or whatever. You've got very talented musicians who are not well known.
Yeah.
And I was working using music for charity when I was in UK before. Then I say, well, these guys, they're very good. Maybe we could do something together, charity-wise. And then as I've got a drug background as well, which I managed to come out very nicely, like Robert, I say, well, let's gonna try to do something to help Robert to his work. Robert basically tells his story about drug going to school for the last 14 years. So he's going actually on the field. And me, I try to complement his work through internet and on airwaves, and so people who don't know what Robert says in school because they're not in the school where he is, they can actually download all the data on the website. So we use a talented musician and devoted musician above all to create music, and then through that music we try to attract kids to this data. The music is downloadable on the website drugfreeyouthmusicproject.com, and at the same time they get all the data that Robert explained in schools.
Right. And Robert, how did you get involved in the project? What inspired you? Because like you said, you come from a drug background. What drove you to that before you came into the project?
Okay, so I was from a young age I was doing drugs like most kids because they want to have fun and explore life and possibly make life more fun. And I eventually just ended up ruining my life like so many other people did. Struggled for many years to come right. Finally made it, came right, and then have been talking at school since then because I want the youth to understand why taking drugs, even though it can make you feel better and can seem to help over time, does the complete opposite. And so many people are saying don't do drugs. Now we want to say why.
Grace, your involvement in the project, yeah?
My involvement in the Drug-Free Youth Music Project, it's because of the area I come from. I still live in the area of Mitchell's Plain, and what's going on there, the effects that drugs have on communities, on families, and how it affects us that don't do drugs. And I told myself I want to be part of this project because I knew a lot about drugs and its effects, but there's some stuff that I didn't know, like when drugs is in your system. Like I was talking earlier to Robert. I attended one of the presentations that he had at St. Cyprian School for girls, and I didn't know that when drugs get into your system, it stays there for a while, and so then it goes into the muscle again. And for me, I told myself I had to get involved with this, and I had to put my voice behind it because drugs is going to be around for a long while. It has been there always, but the ignorance around it is much bigger, and that's why the problem is growing and growing and growing.